Statistics and data analysis. Displaying data. Learning objectives. The student will be able to identify the different types of graphs. Discuss the reason each graph is important. Create their own graphs. Keywords: dot plots, stem and leaf plots, quartiles, interquartile range, box and whisker plots, frequency tables, histograms, bar graphs. Statistics is the science of the collection, organization, and interpretation of data. Descriptive statistics are used to describe the basic features of the data in a study. In this unit, we will look at how to represent data graphically, to have a quick visual summary of that data. Example: the scores on a mathematics test were 80, 60, 70, 70, 20, 80, 100, 80, 60, 80, 90, 80, 90, 70, and you want to analyze the distribution of the data. The first step is to organize the data in a way that was useful and concise. We start ordering the values from smallest to largest, so then they can be presented graphically. This allows us to easily see both the values and the frequency with which they appear. We can see that the lowest value is 20, and the highest is 100. The range is the difference between the lowest and highest values. In this example, the data range is 100 minus 20 equals 80. After collecting data, the first task we must do is to organize and simplify the data so that it is possible to get a general overview of the results. One method for simplifying and organizing data is to construct a frequency distribution table. As shown, a frequency distribution table presents an organized picture of the entire set of scores. A dot plot display can also be used to show the frequency of the data. To make the dot plot, we just took the data in the frequency table and changed the counts into dots. Each dot can represent a single value. The dots are stacked in a column over a category so that the height of the column represents the relative or absolute frequency of observations in the category. Question: describe the distribution of the data on the following dot plot. Answer: the distribution of a set of data shows the arrangement of data values. The distribution is not symmetric and there is an outlier, 20. The distribution has a cluster of several data values within the interval 60 to 100. The value 80 is a peak because it is the most frequently occurring value. The data are centered around a value of 80. The gap 30 to 50 have no data values. A distribution that is not symmetric is called skewed. A distribution that is skewed left has fewer data values on the left side than on the right side. The ordered scores on a mathematics test were 30, 60, 60, 70, 70, 70, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 90, 90, 100. Make a histogram of the data. Histograms are a type of bar graph, where intervals are shown as bars that touch. A histogram is the most used graph to show frequency distributions. It is similar to the dot plot but more powerful. Because the range of scores was broken into intervals, the histogram provides a visual representation of data distribution. We can see the shape of the distribution, its central tendency, and the spread of values in our dataset. A histogram also allows us to identify outliers. A stem and leaf plot is a special table where each data value is split into a stem, the first digit, and a leaf, the last digit. A stem plot helps display the numerical data to determine the shape of the distribution and the outliers by using the data points of the dataset. To draw the stem plot, data must be sorted. Here, the data values are slid in two parts, say stem and leaf. For example, a data value of 92 would have 9 as the stem and 2 as the leaf. Example: make a stem and leaf plot of the following math test scores: 80, 60, 76, 72, 20, 84, 100, 84, 64, 88, 96, 80, 92, 72. We start ordering the values from smallest to largest. In this example, we have a set of math exam scores. The digits in the tens position are the stems and the digits in the ones position are the leaves. The lowest score is 20. The highest score is 100. The stem and leaf plot reveals that most students scored in the interval between 70 and 100. Since the vast majority of students passed the exam, we can deduce that they have mastered the topic covered in the exam. An outlier is an extreme value of the data. 20 could be considered an outlier since this value is quite different from the other values. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding any topic in this video. I'd be happy to help.